Hello, everybody. A very, very good evening and a very warm welcome to the launch of month 3 of Summer School 2024. Amazing to see all of you, whether you're watching live or later on. Welcome to a very, very special course. This one is, well, if I say homegrown, the tracks have all been provided by members of the choir and indeed my family. So it's a wonderful, wonderful pair of pieces we've got for you this, of course, the next fortnight. We've got a beautiful piece by Herbert Howells, the British composer, more on him later, and we have an unbelievably catchy piece by Jaakko Mäntyjärvi, who we will be talking more later on. Now, we're going to have to practice rolling our R's, and it's a particular kind of rolled R, which I've been practicing. There's going to be a bit of, I'm not going to call it homework because it's going to be a lot of fun, but we are going to have to work at the Finnish pronunciation. Those of us who are not native speakers. Now, of course, we are joined this evening by lots and lots of people from Finland. Hello to all of you. My name is Ben. Welcome to Choir of the Earth. And indeed, to anyone who's joining us for the first time, do please enjoy this evening's rehearsals. We've got music that we're looking at over the next few weeks. We've got some little treats, some previews of things that we've got coming up soon, and a little performance of our anthem, Quanta Qualia, at the end of the rehearsal. We're really to encourage as many of you as possible who haven't already done so to sign up to our latest recording project. So lots to look forward to tonight. This is just such a gorgeous piece, this Howells. Okay, that's working. Let me just check if I press this button here. We should have the organ version. Lovely. Oh, I need to fade that out. I don't like a sudden end. Lovely to see so many people here this evening. Just bear with me a moment. Let's have a little bit of the Qui Tollis from the Nelson Mass by Haydn. Oh, that's a big sound. That's a big one. Okay, so you're going to get a preview of that. And if I press this button, the wonderful Susanna is going to do some...
Kirjoittaa minull, miel.
Oh, Susanna, you're such a star. Okay. And honestly, you've got such a treat ahead of you tonight, folks. Those of you that have never sung in Finnish before, never spoken more than a word of Finnish, well, we have a wonderful, wonderful course ahead. And of course, those of you who are Finnish already, well, you're going to feel very much at home. But of course, you're going to be learning one of the absolute cornerstones of the British choral tradition. Now, let me welcome everyone who is here live in the chat. Hello to all of you. Good evening. So, what a fabulous turnout. Nice deep breath and a very warm welcome to Atty. Hello, Alison. Hello, Alison. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Annalisa. Hello, Anne. Hello, Annie. Hello, Brenda. Hello, Bridget. Hello, Carol. Hello, Kat. Hello, Nikki in the booth looking after all of you. Hello, Christine. Hello, Claire. Hello, Colette. Hello, Dave. Hello, Jill. Hello, David. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Deborah. Hello, Dorothy. Hello, Liz. Hello, Liz. Hello, Emma. Hello, Evelyn. Hello, Fiona. Hello, Gillian. Hello, Glennis. Hello, Graham. Hello, Gwen. Hello, Heidi. Hello, Hugh. Hello, Ian. Hello, Margaret. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Hello, Janet. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Jill. Hello to Heidi as well, and Heather. Hello to Johnny. Hello, Viv. Hello, Judith. Hello, Judith. Hello, Judy. Hello, Karen. Hello, Kitty. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Liz. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Linda. Hello, Mark. Hello, Michael. Hello, Mike. Hello, Nina. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Paul. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Pippa. Hello, Sheila. Hello, Soraya. Hello, Susanna. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Suzanne. Hello, Ulla. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Wendy. Hello, all of you. Great to have all of you with us this evening. Karen has said, I've never uttered a word in Finnish before. Really looking forward to it. Well, so am I. And you really are going to love this piece. And if I say that we've rarely had a piece that's been so exquisitely recorded and prepared, you will understand what I mean by the end of this session. It is. I don't think we can in any way feel anything but utterly supported and loved by the kind people who produced the tracks tonight. So, all that being said, we should get started. So please make sure you've got everything you need for the session. Do make sure you've got a drink. I've got some coffee here, so quick slurp. Hello to Michael in Singapore and to anyone who's just joined us in the last few minutes. And hope you do enjoy. Okay, full screen, here we go. So a very warm welcome, everyone. Welcome to your Choir of the Earth rehearsal here in August of 2024. It's the third month of summer school, and after that amazing month of Bob Chilcott's music, we have a pair of treats for you this evening. Starting in a moment after we've warmed up and gone through the news, because there's a fair bit to go through, we're going to be starting off by looking at this amazing piece, Kirjoittaa, minull by Jaakko Mäntyjärvi. And I'm really practicing my rolled R, Susanna, but I still have some way to go. It is a brilliant piece. It's wordy, but thankfully we have lots of help with the words, and the tune and the music is unbelievably catchy. It's going to be one of those that will be stuck in your head, just be warned. And then to contrast, we have the beautiful Like as the Heart by Herbert Howells. Absolutely beautiful music, and some other treats besides. So let me press my magic button here and welcome you all officially to the third month of Summer School 2024. And can I just say how proud and delighted and thrilled I am to welcome you all to Choir of the Earth. If you notice, we are now under the auspices of the Earth Choir Academy. A huge amount of work, I mean an enormous amount of work, has gone in behind the scenes from your ever hard-working team. And so I would like, on behalf of all of you, to thank the entire ECA team for everything that's gone into the last few weeks. Everything from making sure the transfer was as smooth as it possibly could be, to the preparing for the over to Mark last week, everything else that happened. It has been an immense journey. Now, just to say, some of you have encountered a few minor technical hitches with getting your scores, or in some cases in renewing your memberships. Just please bear with us. Please keep an eye out on your email, and just please be patient with us. Of course, something as substantial as handing over an entire choir to another organisation where everything is done digitally, I'm sure you can appreciate that there are going to be a few little hitches along the way, but be assured we are working immensely hard on that. I have checked. She's happy for me to share it with all of you. Dear Nikki, who of course is ever vigilant and watching out for emails from all of you. She was unfortunately in hospital this past weekend. She was not very well. She is back at home. She's still not entirely fully recovered. So please do be gentle with Nikki. Try your best not to bombard her with too many emails, but of course she is there to help, as indeed are we all. So Nikki, I know you're watching. Lots of love to you. And again, on behalf of the choir, get well soon, and thank you for everything that you are doing and have already done. Now, let's have a little look here at the... you see, I've gone far back enough, you see. Let me tell you about what we've got coming up. Now, in addition to your week of rehearsals this week, and the main push this week is going to be learning the Herbert Howells piece and starting work on the pronunciation and the words just generally for the Mäntyjärvi piece. But we have a special treat for you. Finally, thank you for your patience. We will be premiering the complete Monteverdi Vespers as performed by Fiori Musicali and Choir of the Earth. That will be this coming Friday at 5 p.m. UK time. It is going to be a YouTube premiere. It's an enormous piece, and I will tell you, I'm not sure my computer could cope at the moment. It does need to be replaced, I'm afraid, ladies and gentlemen. My computer can't cope with lots and lots of videos for the Monteverdi. So what Mark Cease is doing at the moment is working up a beautiful presentation for all of you of the entire Monteverdi Vespers. I shall appear live at 5 o'clock, and we'll do a little introduction, and then we will have the full premiere. It's going to be spectacular. You've already heard, most of you, the individual tracks, but if you haven't, it's astonishing. It's the complete Monteverdi Vespers with Choir of the Earth singing the choruses, and it's just wonderful with all of the Baroque instruments. Well worth coming along to hear. So that's this coming Friday. It's a public event, so please tell your friends and do look forward to that. Now, of course, what's coming up in just over 2 weeks' time is a very, very special event indeed. So Choir of the Earth will be heading to Finland, oddly enough, where I will be running a full day come and sing at the Olari church there in Espoo, which is near Helsinki, with the wonderful Tapiola chamber choir, and that will then be followed by an informal evening reception and a kantele workshop. Now, this is a very, very special opportunity to come to Finland and to sing music there in this wonderful church, and it'll be a mixture of music in Finnish and indeed in English, as we'll also be singing the beautiful Magnificat Nunc Dimittis in G by Stanford, and more besides. Okay, so the two pieces we're learning here as Choir of the Earth will be performed there, and I do hope many of you will make the journey out. I appreciate it's short notice, but you can still sign up. There are still places. Details are here on screen. Now, next, of course, is Quanta Qualia. That is going to be closing at the end of August. We have had hundreds of people sign up for this event, so we are absolutely delighted to be able to tell you that we will, thanks to your kind contributions, be commissioning Laura Peribanes Artero to record a new cello solo for our latest Quanta Qualia. I myself have already recorded 4 parts. I've done the bass and the tenor parts. In fact, I've done multiples of each just because. And so I'm going to work on the alto parts. I'm afraid there's no chance I can get up to the top D. But if you are interested, at the end of this session, we are going to hear our last Quanta Qualia, which was put together in 2021. It features the incredible Jackson Chen, or Jackson Lloyd Webber as she's known, on cello, and it is spectacular. And it's going to be the best Quanta Qualia out there until our Quanta Qualia is finished. So you can sign up for that. It's £5 to take part. Now that's all to cover the mixing costs, and £8.50 if you need a score on top of that. All the details are there on the website. So just please go along to choirtheearth.com, click Quanta Qualia 3, and thank you very much indeed for your patience on that. Now, next thing is, as promised, we will be having regular town hall meetings. This is your opportunity to talk to your Earth Choir Academy team, and we have a very important update for all of you on the 5th of September, so do please join us for that. That will be Thursday, 5th of September. That will be 5 p.m. UK time. I'll remind you about it next week, and of course there will be an email. We will fill you in on everything that's going on with some of our exciting plans now that the transition has taken place, and my goodness me, the plans are very, very exciting indeed. So pop that date in your diary. That will be on Zoom, and we will send you the link out in the days running up to the 5th of September. And if you can't make it live, bear in mind, many of you will be at work or asleep. It will, as always, be recorded, and you'll be able to watch it at a later date. And then following that, what a busy choir we are, we will be launching the Bach Magnificat, and I am so excited about this one. I'm an enormous fan of Baroque music, as I believe many of us out there are, and this is the first really big bit of Bach we've done since 2020, when many of you learnt the St. John Passion with Ellie. And so it's been a while since we've done some Bach, and it's fair to say that Connor and his team have been developing all the techniques that they'll need to mix all of this. We will be using some of the more advanced technologies that we have at our disposal to teach this to all of you, including a representation on screen. If you remember, those of you that were singing in MLK, remember the blobs that we used, the little representation of the music? Well, we've got the next level on from that, so you'll be able to see exactly where to put your voice. It's going to be very exciting. It's running from the 9th of September until the 24th of October, and we will be putting this out as our Christmas 2024 premiere performance, although we will also do the usual mix of carols that will be from our pre-recorded past years. And then following the Bach Magnificat, well, just a small matter, just a tiny little work really, a trifle. Mahler's Symphony of 1000, Symphony number 8, which is coming later in the autumn, starting in October, running through November and December, and possibly tipping a little bit into January, depending on how big we find it. We're not going to rush it, you see, because it's one of those enormous works that you very, very rarely get to take part in. We are getting to take part alongside the incredible Bergen Philharmonic Choir and Orchestra, conducted by Edward Gardner. This was his last performance with the group after many, many years. And so it's, I've seen the rushes. It's one of the most emotive and beautiful things I've ever seen. And so even if you're not particularly familiar with this work, even if you say, I'm not really a fan of Mahler, do trust me, this is going to be an incredible performance. You get to learn and perform Mahler's Symphony 8 from your sofa, from your front room, from your house. It's a really very, very, very special occasion. So everyone, welcome to Summer School 2024. So as I said, we have some spectacular music to look forward to. I think what we'll do is we'll talk about the first piece after a quick warm-up, and then after we've experienced the incredible piece in Finnish, we'll have a little bit of the Haydn to just allow you a moment to just take it all in, and then we'll have a look at the Howells, and at the end we've got Quanta Qualia. What a programme for tonight. And so our first piece is Kirjoittaa on minull. It is by this magnificent fellow here. This is Jaakko Mäntyjärvi. Notice I'm trying really hard with the rolled R's. You will all be doing so as well. Jaakko is a Finnish composer and translator. He was born in Turku in southwestern Finland, studied at the University of Helsinki, studied English and became a translator before then going on to study music theory and choral conducting at the Sibelius Academy. He is a world-famous conductor. He's in demand all around the globe, has composed and published over 150 choral works, has had commissions from the Cork International Choral Festival, choirs such as Chanticleer and the King Singers, and the World Symposium of Choral Music. And he was also the composer in residence of the Tapiola Chamber Choir for many years. And that, of course, is the choir that we will be going to meet out there in Finland. And in addition to being a composer, some of you might think, I recognise this chap's name. Well, if you've seen either of these videos, or indeed many of the others that he's published, he is also a fantastic YouTuber with some amazing videos on pieces that Choir of the Earth have performed over the years. I have to say, these videos are highly recommended. He's got 2 videos about Speminalium, including which is the most dangerous note in Speminalium. It's fabulous. And the Mass in C minor, A Tale of What Might Have Been, is nearly an hour. It's absolutely packed with information. And if you're a fan of Mozart or the C minor Mass, do yourself a favour and watch it, because it is just a spectacular piece of filmmaking. And for those of you coming to Finland in a few weeks' time, Jaakko will be coming to say hello to all of us on the morning of the workshop day. So we're going to have a chance to meet him in person, maybe even get our scores signed. There we are. So let's have a look at the piece itself. Now, if you have your scores, you can please grab them. If you haven't got them yet and you're still waiting, please bear with us. They will be with you just as soon as they can. And I'm going to show you the words on screen. I'll tell you what the translation is, but I'd kind of like you to just listen to it first. If you want to have the score in front of you, that's fine. It would also be absolutely fine if you wanted to just sit back and listen. And after we've heard it, we'll do a quick warm-up for those of you that want to sing along. Okay, so this is the first of our 2 pieces, and it is, well, it's kind of hard to define. I just want you to have a listen to it. I want to, at this point, thank Susanna and Hannu, who are the voices that you're going to hear, other than myself, who sang the very lowest bass part. Susanna sang the soprano and alto parts. Hannu sang the tenor and higher bass parts. And we're going to hear more from them, but they are an incredible team. And we are so grateful to Susanna and Hannu for all the work went into this. Okay, here it is, everyone. Here's Kirjoittaa minull, miel.
Kirjoittaa on minull miel, vain maailman surkeudest. Aika on jo tulla tiel ja nousta ylös luonest. Poiketa pois vaavuudest, vaari ottaa autuudest. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Dum 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 dum. Osa elet mahtavaa, jo elit ennen meitä. Lautan sinä mahdattu, jos tahdot nähdä meitä. Tohaks taavuks tuulittaa, ollas myös päivääkin taas. Nouse ylös ja ole aina synnis maailman synnynnen, kivun ja surun surkiaan. Vaivas aina elämme, ja työssä nuodel murheen. Viimein kuolema kohdeekin, meitä kivun korjaakin. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Tällä lyhyen elämällä ei ole mitään vartaa. Kiiru on aina kuolevalla, ei hän yhtäkään tarta. Tuoni kulkee kuin leten, eikä armahda ketään. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Dum, dum, nouse ylös ja valvo. Olen aina valmis. Kantaa voit kadotuksen, jos hätä tutkit täällä. Oikean teet katumuksen, uskoin Kristuksen päälle. Elät vain jumalisesti, lähdet täältä turvallisesti. Nouse ylös ja valvo, olen aina valmis. Dam, dam, dam.
So there you are, everyone. It's a spectacular piece of music. It really, really is. And I was just chuckling to myself, conducting away there, just thinking, all around the world, there are people hearing this for the first or the second time, and this melody and this harmony is just starting to work its way into their brains. And one of the things I absolutely love about this, apart from the fact that it's great fun, really, really well written, I mean, brilliantly written for voices, is the fact that he manages to make a 5/4 beat just sound normal. It sounds pedestrian. You don't necessarily notice that it's in 5, but it is. Ya da 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 da. Ya da 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 da. It's really very, very cleverly done. Now, of course, second basses, you've got some nice low notes to sing, lots of bomb, 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 but there are quite a few words to look at. Now, of course, we do have quite a few Finnish people singing with us, and they have signed up to take part in this course, and hello to all of you. But of course, we also have quite a few people who've never sung more than a word in Finnish. And so what I've got here is the words on screen. And Susanna, as one of the many, many things that she has done to help us, has actually produced detailed pronunciation guides. And what I've done is I've broken them down into individual verses here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play them for you, and then you will have this recorded. You can come back, and if Nikki wouldn't mind timestamping this point in the video, you can come back and watch it. We'll also have the pronunciation guide shared with you just as soon as we can, so you can have the whole file. And I'm going to ask those of you who have never sung in Finnish before, which is going to be 95% of the choir, to spend some time just getting used to the sounds this week. There's another video to watch in a minute, which is how to roll your R's in a Finnish manner. But first of all, let's have a look at the first verse. And this is Susanna doing this pronunciation for us. Here we go.
Kirjoittaa on minull miel, tain maailman surkeudest. Aika on jo tulla tiel ja nousta ylös unest.
Okay, brilliant. Remember, the rolled R is really, really important, and we'll have a video on it in a minute, but every time you see an R, you pronounce it. And in fact, the thing about Finnish is you do pronounce everything. Okay, if a letter's there, you're going to pronounce it in some way. So let's have a listen to the second stanza here now.
Poiketa pois pahuudest, vaari ottaa autuudest. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
Fabulous. Now you see these second two, the third and fourth lines rather, in the second stanza there. This is the closest thing we have to a refrain. This comes back many, many times. So as you hear it over the course of the next few stanzas, just listen out to the third and fourth lines here in the second stanza. Listen out for those, as that, I think, is your way in. You hear them enough times, you say them enough times, you need to get your mouth into the right shape and get the idea of the different sounds. Here's the third stanza, everyone.
Kussa he nyt mahtaa ol, jotk elit ennen meitä. Hautaan sinä mahdat tul, jos tahdot nähdä heitä.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for this, Susanna. One of the things to spot that leapt out at me when I first looked at this, when you're practicing this on your own, is the H in the various words is a breath. Mahta, mahta. It's not a sound that you'd necessarily pronounce in that way in English or other languages, but it is very clearly in the sound. So do be ready for that. Okay, let's have a look at the fourth stanza.
Tuhaks tomuks tulit taas, mullaks myös mätänit maas. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
That last two lines, there it is again. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. That, if you do nothing else this week, just pronounce and practice those words, say them round and round, walk around the house just chanting it. Okay, on we go. So this is the fifth stanza. Not everyone sings everything all the way through, but I think it'll be a great exercise for everyone to get these words into their heads. Here is the fifth stanza.
Synnis maailmaan synnymme, kivul ja surul surkial. Vaivas aina elämme, ja työssä monel murheel.
There's that rolled R, murhil, okay? Do work on the rolled R, which is at the front of the mouth, as Susanna will tell you shortly. The tongue pressed behind the teeth, and it's the tip of the tongue that rolls. It's not an easy thing to do if you haven't been doing it for years, but Susanna's got a great video to show you in a minute. Let's have the sixth stanza, and you'll notice half of it you already know. Here we go.
Viimein kuolema kulkeepi, meitä kivul korjaapi. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
There it is again. Okay, now let's have a look at the seventh stanza here. Here we go.
Tällä lyhyel elämäl ei ole mitään vartta. Kiiru on ain kuolemal, ei hän yhtäkään karta.
So you see the two A's with the umlauts on the top, and I don't know what it's called in Finnish because this is very new to me as well. It just means you stretch the sound out. Ei ole mitään varta. Okay? And also, remember the rolled R's are so important. Don't let the fact that this is tricky put you off. We've got these wonderful guides. Keep practicing. Eighth stanza, well, you only need to think about half of it because the second half you already know. Here we go.
Tuoni kulkee kuin leten, eikä armahda ketään. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
And I will tell you in a minute what all this means. So we've got 4 more stanzas, but again, have a look at it. Yeah, there's four of those 16 lines you already know, and some of it is starting to come back already. So here is the 9th stanza.
Jos kastääl tietäisit, autuain iloon taivaas. Maailman turhuut välttäisit, etkä sen iloa kaipais.
So some of these words will take some practice, some of them though, and bearing in mind it is largely phonetic. What you see is what you say. I do love the use of maailman. I'd love to know what it means. Please, Susanna, if you're still here, tell us now, because obviously in English it's whoever delivers the post, but I'm sure it's something very different in Finnish. Here we go with stanza number 10.
Herraa palvel pyytäisit, yliaikaa ylistäisit. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
I have to say, when I was working on this one, I really enjoyed the second line of the 10th stanza. Yliaikaa ylistaisit. It's something to really enjoy getting your mouth round, and definitely practice with Susanna's pronunciation guides. We're very nearly there. Here is the 11th stanza, everyone.
Karttaa voit kadotuksen, jos tätä tutkit täällä. Oikean teet katumuksen, uskoin Kristuksen päälle.
Okay, some stretched out sounds there, some very particularly placed consonants. So do practice, take your time, no rush. And here is the 12th and final stanza.
Elät ain jumalisesti. Lähdet täältä autuaallisesti. Nouse ylös ja valvo. Ole aina valmis.
There we go. So, huge thanks to you, Susanna. We're actually going to see and hear from Susanna now. as in addition to the pronunciation guide and, of course, doing all the work she's doing to welcome us to the choir day near Helsinki and recording the parts, she's also recorded a special video for us all on how to roll your R's in the Finnish way. So here we go.
Perjantai.
Hi everyone. Welcome to this quick guide on how to pronounce the letter R in Finnish. Let's get started. Let's talk first about what is so special with Finnish R's. The first thing to notice is that in Finnish all R's are rolled without any exception. The rolled R is very sharp and it involves a rapid vibration or trill of the tip of your tongue against the top of your mouth just behind your front teeth. The R sound gives much strength to some of our curse words. It is sometimes used specifically to make the word more scary.
Perkele, siihen et koske, saatana vie.
Here is a diagram and a short video which will help you to place your tongue correctly. Note that the trill happens with just the tip of your tongue. There are several methods to learn to roll the R. I'm introducing now 2 of them. Try them both and decide which seems better to you. The first method is to use the airflow to get the tip of your tongue to vibrate. Place your tongue just behind your front teeth and blow like you were blowing a candle. Try to make your tongue to vibrate. It may help if you start with a soft D or T. It helps to put your tongue to the right place. The second method is to use the letter D combined with a long N sound. Dn, dn. Gradually add the R sound between the letters. Dn, 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 drrrr. I learned to roll my R's properly only when I was an adult. I realized soon that it was much easier for me to produce a good trill when singing. So let's try singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star with syllables dran, dren and so on. At the same time you'll learn the Finnish vowels A, E, I, O, U, Y, Ä and Ö. Dran, dran, ren, ren, rin, rin, dron, run, run, drun, drun, dran, dran, drun. Keep practicing and focus on the R sound when singing in Finnish. Over the time, your tongue will get used to the movement and you'll be able to roll your R's naturally. Thanks for watching and have fun singing in Finnish.
Well, you see what I mean about this course being perhaps the best resourced and feeling the most looked after of any piece that we have learned on Choir of the Earth to date. Susanna and Hanu, just thank you so much for all of the immense hard work that's gone into this. We are so grateful to all of you. That was a custom-made video for us, everyone. If you've never seen Susanna, you've never met Susanna, there she was explaining it all to us. We even got to sing a little bit as well. So this video will be timestamped. We'll also make sure you get sent the links to all of these resources so that you can practice at any point from today, and you will have these resources then as a really essential rehearsal aid. So bearing in mind, we're going to be putting most of our work on this piece into next week to give you time to listen to it, to listen to the pronunciation guides, to work with Susanna's video there. I would like to play it to you just once more because, well, I want to show you what it means. And this is the translation that Jaakko himself has written. Bear in mind, that is his profession alongside being a composer. He is a professional translator of Finnish to English and vice versa. And so this is his translation of this immense piece. So here we go, everyone, for the second time tonight. And we will be looking at a bit of this, particularly I should think in the alto rehearsals, for a reason that will become very clear. We might even have a look at it in the soprano rehearsals this week. But everyone, I want you to really enjoy this stunning piece by Jaakko. Here we go from the start.
Kirjoittaa on minull miel, vain maailman surkeudest. Aika on jo tulla tiel ja nousta ylös luonest. Poiketa pois pahuudest, vaari ottaa autuudest. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Synnis maailman synnynnen, kivun ja surun surkiaan, vaivas aina elämme, ja työssä nuodel murheen. Viimein kuolema kulkeepi, meitä kivun korjaapi, nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Tällä lyhyellä elämällä ei ole mitään vartaa. Kiiru on ain kuolemaa, eipä yhtäkään karta. Toinen kulkee kuin leten, eikä arvahda ketään. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Pohjois-kastel tietäisin, aukuu hain ilon taivaas. Maailman turkuut välttäisin, ketkä sen ilo kaipais. Herraa palvel pyytäisin, yli aikaa yhdistäisin. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis. Kantaa voit kadotuksen, jos tätä tutkit täällä. Oikean teet katumuksen, uskoin Kristuksen päälle. Elät vain jumalisesti, lähdet ja kauallisesti. Nouse ylös ja valvo, ole aina valmis.
Well, there you are. What a cheery little ditty. And a fantastic performance by Susanna and Hannu. Thank you so much, guys. People in the comments saying, well, the tune is certainly very cheery, but when you read the words, it's not quite as cheery as that. I mean, all I'll say is that having gotten to know some Finnish music over the last few years, in particular, if you want some really good examples of this particular style, have a listen to some Finnish Christmas songs. You'll get a sense of the Finnish psyche. It is an absolutely brilliant piece, and we're going to have huge fun learning it. Thanks again to everyone who's taking part and recorded. And indeed, I'm looking forward to teaching it to all of you. Now, before we move on and have a look at our second piece, which really is a complete contrast, other than it's a piece of sacred music, we're going to have a special treat for all of you. Now, of course, we are really eagerly looking forward to the Monteverdi Vespers concert, which is taking place this coming Friday. It has taken a very long time, but Pen Rapson, who's the musical director of Fiori Musicali, who did the recording for us, the basic recording which we added to, insisted, and rightly so, that we run it past her, and she had lots of comments to and fro. It has taken months to get it to the point it's ready to perform. But in addition to finalising the Monteverdi Vespers this past week with Connor, who sends his very best regards to all of you, we also finished the Haydn Nelson Mass, and that will be coming to you in September as a special premiere. Well, I'll conduct it live, but it'll be your first time hearing it. That being said, as a little treat for filling your brain with lots and lots of Finnish, here is the Qui Tollis from the Nelson Mass with the incredible Ben McKee. Here we go.
Mundi
There you are, everyone. That's a world premiere. No one's heard that recording other than Connor and myself and a handful of the team. And the full thing is just sitting waiting to play to all of you in September. It's spectacular. It really is. It's a wonderful, wonderful, uplifting, joyous recording. You can't help but smile when you hear Haydn, which is why I thought it was a great contrast to the incredible music of Jaakko and the somewhat darker tone of the words. People saying it's partly, I think, due to the very long nights in Finland. I also know that I've never encountered a warmer and friendlier people than the Finns. So we're going to have a brilliant time with the music this course. Now we've got another piece, a contrasting work. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put the my presentation up on screen. This, everyone, this is Herbert Howells. Say hello. Dear Herbert Howells, born in 1892, died in 1983, so he was 90 when he passed, and he was an English composer, organist and teacher, most famous for his large output of sacred church music. He was actually born in the town of Lydney in South Gloucestershire, which is only about 5 miles from where I'm currently sitting, and he was greatly influenced by the music of Vaughan Williams and of Elgar, which you would expect given when he was most active as a musician. Now, he studied at the Royal College of Music under composers such as Stanford and Parry. And of course, we're very familiar with both of these composers here on Choir of the Earth. Stanford, of course, is the composer of the Magnificat Nunc Dimittis that we'll be singing in Finland, and of course wrote the Bluebird, which we know and love very well. His contemporaries at the Royal College included Ivor Gurney and Arthur Bliss, both well-known British composers, and he joined the staff of the Royal College of Music in 1920 and remained on the staff there for the rest of his life. Very tragically, his young son Michael died of polio in 1939, and this, as I'm sure you can imagine, had a huge impact on him and of his music, and his music turned into much more of an elegy to his son throughout his life, in particular his incredible Hymnus Paradisi, which some of you will have sung. And it really is a real testament to the man that he was able to take his grief, take his feelings of loss and pain and channel it into some of the most beautiful music ever composed. And in particular, his setting of Take Him Earth for Cherishing was written as a response to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. It's one of the most demanding pieces for a choir to sing, but also one of the most impactful. Now, our piece this afternoon, indeed this evening, and for the next week or so, is his anthem, Like as the Hart Desireth the Waterbrooks. This is part of a set of 4 anthems composed in January of 1941. Now, he was snowed in the town of Cheltenham, again not too far from where I am, whilst London was under an almost constant air assault in January of 1941. And Herbert Howells composed feverishly during the first 2 weeks of that year. And although he titled the resulting choral work simply 4 Anthems, it's clear from his writings he originally conceived the 4 anthems as part of a set of anthems in time of war. That ties in, of course, with the Haydn that we're currently working on. Now, though the set, which includes O Pray for the Peace of Jerusalem and Let God Arise, has been welcomed as a whole into the canon, it's the third in the set, which is this one, Like as the Hart Desireth the Waterbrooks, which has become the most enduring. It was written in the span of a single day, January the 8th, 1941. It's for SATB chorus and organ, with a soprano solo coming in at the most devastatingly beautiful point at the end. It's a simple but at times somewhat foreboding setting of the first 3 verses of Psalm 42, and the words are here on screen. I've just seen that's a little bit lumpy, so just bear with me a moment. So if you could grab your scores, those of you that have them, and I do know that Nikki has been working incredibly hard to get these out to all of you. Let me just make that a little bit more. There we go. That was going to bug me otherwise. So everyone, what we're going to do is we're going to listen to and enjoy Like as the Hart by Herbert Howells. And this recording was produced by my daughter Katie and myself over the last few months. And so Katie has sung soprano and soprano solo. I've sung alto, tenor and bass, and I played the organ as well. So it's very much an England family production. And although it is a very different style, and indeed the content it is very different to Jaakko's piece. There are many tendrils that connect these works, and I think you'll find it a challenge and yet beautiful to sing. That being said, altos, you don't sing a huge amount, so I shall be inviting as many of you as possible to sing along with the tenors and basses. So here we go, everyone. This is Like as the Heart by Herbert Howells. Well, folks, I've been angling to get this piece in front of you all for quite some time. And it's a stunning piece. I know altos, there's not a huge amount for you to do, so I do hope you're going to sing the tenor part as well, and you're going to have a go at the soprano line. But that last section, the "When Shall I Come to Appear," is one of the most extraordinary things in the whole choral repertoire, and I'm so excited to teach it to all of you. It's not a very hard piece. It really isn't. It's got some little corners, but it has beautiful long melodic lines for sopranos and for tenors and basses, and altos, you're also there singing some nice lines as well. But that last section, the presence of God, is just incredible. And I'm sure you would agree with me. I have every cause to be a very, very proud dad indeed, because my Katie, well, she's an incredible singer. But if you think back to summer school of 2021, when she was singing Black Sheep for all of us, her voice has matured and developed, and she's the most wonderful soprano. So we're going to be learning along with her this week. And of course, once we have learnt the parts, particularly for sopranos and particularly altos, we'll do the conducting tracks, and then we'll turn our attention to the music by Jaakko. So those are your pieces for this month. And you might think, well, that's 2 pieces. That's wonderful. No, there is a third. Remember, we are also in the process of relearning and re-recording Patrick Hawes' Quanta Qualia. And I know hundreds of you have already signed up. But this is a very, very special opportunity. The last time we opened this recording was in 2021. It will not be back for a good long while. In fact, there's every chance this is the last chance you'll have to be on this recording, because if it comes back again in the future, it'll almost certainly be a new recording. So this is your last chance. You have until the end of this month, end of August, to sign up to be part of Quanta Qualia 3. We've got the funding to pay for the soloist. Let me just put it back on screen. You can sign up at choiroftheearth.com. And if you don't know what it sounds like, if you're new to the choir, and I do hope you've enjoyed this evening, I'm going to play you Quanta Qualia. It's an exceptional piece. And I'm going to bid you good evening. I'm not going to pop up again at the end of it, because this piece very much speaks for itself. If you haven't signed up, go to choiroftheearth.com, sign up. It's a very, very low price to be part of what is going to be an extraordinary performance. And so what a journey we've been on tonight, everyone. What a journey we're going to be taking over the course of the next couple of weeks. Huge thanks again to all of you. Bear with us on the little tech issues, but Earth Choir Academy is thrilled to be presenting Choir of the Earth for all of you, and I look forward to seeing you at your sectional rehearsals this week. Here's Quanta Qualia, everyone.